Come on, why are there still so many of them going around? How can we get to the guild like this? I think we're gonna have to spend the rest of the night here, unfortunately. It won't need to come to that. I think if I find a good opening, we can force our way through. It's just a case of finding one. I don't think that's a good idea. We need to be careful and rest while we can. As logical as that sounds, I'm not buying it to a real reason. Get a grip, Shara. I can't let my emotions get the better of me. There's no guarantee we're even safe here, you know? I still think the safest option in the long run is to get to the guild, no matter what we have to do to get there. Hey, where do you think you're going? I think the second floor is a better place to rest than the first. We'll find it easier to escape from here than we would below. This should be a good spot. Wait one damn minute. This is your safety we're talking about here. You could stand to listen to me. Those men will be patrolling carefully for the rest of the night. They aren't going to give you the opening you want, or at least, I don't believe they will. We made it this far, so I think it would be best for us to rest tonight and resume trying tomorrow, don't you? Trying to do what? Pardon? You're still hiding something, aren't you? For one thing, you're awfully familiar with the city for someone who claims it's her first time here. You also seem to know a lot about those men and what they will and won't do, too. What exactly are you after? It's plain as day at this point that you want more than just not to be caught by them. If that wasn't the case, you wouldn't have asked to be shown around the capital. Not that I think that's what you want, either. What's your real goal? Well, no answer. The work we do is based around trust. We can't accept requests from people who won't tell us what they're up to, or who knows what kind of crimes we could be abetting. Come on, the whole thing about that inheritance was all a big fat lie, wasn't it? Something about you'd been setting off alarms since we started running around together. Strike that since you first came to the guild. Why'd you lie to me? The story about the inheritance is true, I swear it. I want to go to Grand Cell Castle. I really am one whom my grandfather gave his fortune, but I haven't finished the necessary procedures to truly inherit it yet. Until I complete the required paperwork in Grand Cell Castle's administrative room, I'm not legally allowed anything. That's why there are so many of those men in the black around that area. All my relatives know exactly what I need to do, you see? So they're trying to make sure I can't do it. Still, if I don't keep trying to move forward, I'll... What a mess. Well, okay, for argument's sake, let's assume that I believe all of what you just said. Why am I only hearing about it now? That is... You thought I wanted on that money, didn't you? If I did, I knew everything. I'd have all the opportunities a greedy girl could dream of to take it when together with you. That's what you thought I'd do, isn't it? I'd play along and then steal it all for myself the second a chance presented itself. Do I look like that much of a scumbag to you? No, you don't. That's not it at all. After I lost my grandfather, I lived on my own. But the second his will became public, I had crowds of people descending upon me. People who, like you said, were interested only in claiming his fortune for themselves. They all started to live in mine and my grandfather's house, and before I knew it, my once peaceful life was shattered. One day someone would push me down the stairs, another, I'd taste something funny in my food. These kinds of things began happening on a regular basis. Legally, they were my relatives while I was a minor, so there was very little I can do. I tried reasoning with them at first, but in the end I had no choice but to leave home myself. I wandered the highways alone, going from place to place and trying not to be discovered. But I knew that while I can hopefully avoid being caught that way, I'd eventually just declare this missing and presumed dead. Besides, after I'd left once, even if I did go back home, I knew I'd promptly be locked up somewhere and reported as missing regardless. Grandfather's will would be declared as invalid in time. My relatives would blissfully share their newly bequeathed wealth between them. I hated the thought of that happening. That was why I decided to return here to the capital. Even if it's the last thing I do, I will formally inherit what he wanted me to. That was why I decided to try and get an escort from someone I could trust. So it's not that I don't think I can trust you, not at all. I will admit that wanting to explore the capital was a lie. Sorry for deceiving you. You're a grade A moron. I'm sorry. You could have said all this from the beginning and saved us a whole lot of a headache. If I'd known what you were trying to do, I would have been able to formally escort you where you wanted to go. And the guild would have been the safest place for you to hide out, too. We would have ended up in this dump instead. I suppose you're right. I was just scared. I'll never be able to forget what I saw that day. They couldn't have Aina tell the truth because it wouldn't have been a door. It wouldn't have been enough to be a door, a moon door at the very least. What I saw in the eyes of everyone who gathered to hear that will read. The horror I felt when I saw it. Madness, insanity, cold, murderous light. Emotions that no one can explain, that no one can put into words. It was invisible for long before they managed to push it back below the surface and out of sight. But it was still there. Because now I believe that's something that all of us possess naturally. Human beings are capable of limitless cruelty, every one of us. And that realization left me terrified of us all. It's not that I don't trust bracers, it's just that I've been so scared. I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't have wasted your time with any of this. I should have never gotten you caught up in all of this when you were busy enough already. Just forget listen. Huh? It's my policy to give 100% to all work I undertake. Don't underestimate me. What is happening? I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. I've wanted to be strong and to live with my head held high. I still believe I was right to feel that way, and yes, I've lived my hardest until now, but you made me notice that there's something wrong with my attitude. I'm not going about it the right way. It's made me realize anew that I want to be able to keep living with pride in my every step. So, no more saying sorry, okay? I want to see this job through to the end. So where was it in Grand Castle we need to go again? The administrative room. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is noon. Noon? Noon today? That barely leaves us any time at all. Why are you only telling me this now? It has to be filled within a month of the deceased passing away. That's the law here in Liberl, apparently. Oh, right, I was never much good with the legal stuff. I bet Kurt knows it all by heart, though. He did seem like the type who might. Let's get going, we don't have any time to waste. As long as we do what we discussed earlier, we should be able to handle this. We're getting inside the castle, they're not going to stop us. Miss Sherazard, really glad you were the one to undertake the request. The more time I spend with you, the more I realize you're really someone dependable, who relies on their own strength to live. You're blowing my merits out of proportion, I think. Also, can we stop with the Miss Sherazard now? The way you say it just makes my name sound ridiculously long. Does it? It does. Feels like our conversations take twice as long as they should because of it. Well, if you insist. And now you know all there is to know about what I want to do. So I would like to formally request again that you escort me to Grand Castle. You got it, you'll get there, I promise. Thank you. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, Moondor is taking close to an hour on average. Probably best we do one a stream. I knew you'd come eventually. Today's our last chance after all. You're kidding me, a cat? No, wait a sec. There might be something inside. Or something else inside. Don't let your guard down. I know. There they are! Too late. Oh, get wrecked, losers. Do a ton of Sylvan whips. Aina, what are you doing? Is Vine Whip a single target? Yeah. Get him, Aina. Wrecked. How dare you live? All I need to do is another Sylvan Whip here. That one's still alive. And you're done. I'll say this whip. I should have said it as the S break. Unless they have me do another battle, what's the point? This isn't good. Now's our chance, Aina. Alright. There's more of them. Nice of you to finally show yourselves. What's the hold up? Why have you made an example out of them yet? Our client's waiting, get a move on. You're really gonna regret messing with us, kids. I hope you don't expect us to just be able to walk away after showing yourselves. First, I'm gonna kill you. The other young lady can live a whole lot longer. She's still useful. As long as we can get her to write out her own will, it'll save us having to forge one later. You really think this will be that simple? If you think saying that is gonna unnerve us, you've got another thing coming. Aina, you can still run, right? I'll take all of these guys on myself. While I'm doing that, you run. What? You can't take this many opponents on yourself and have any chance of winning. You'll... Not gonna beg for mercy, I take it? You got something you need to do, and so do I. Let's just do them. Don't worry about me, as if I have any intention of dying here. What are you even talking? Oh yeah, get whipped. Go, Aina. What? I said go. You seem to be having a little trouble over here, Sherazard. What? Aw, Kurt, hello? Who the hell are you? Kurt? What are you doing here? Have you forgotten I'm affiliated with the Grand Cell branch of the guild? I see nothing odd about my presence here. Well, I know, but I'm happy you seem to have realized exactly what it is you must do. But I can't say I'm as pleased as about willing you appear to be what? I can't say I'm as pleased about how willing you appear to be to throw away your life without first exploring other options. I'm sorry. I can't entirely fault your decision from the perspective of Bracer, but I would like to give you a little more attention to your surroundings. I'm well aware you seem staunchly opposed to relying on others. But take a good look at the situation you're currently in and tell me exactly what it is you should be doing. Kurt, can you take care of things here for me? Certainly. Oh, hey. Do I play as Kurt here? Go! No, he just summons lightning.
Rise, storm, from the space between sky and sea.
Oh, good old Fate of the Fairies. Get wrecked. Now I know. Right. I love this track. They're getting away. Half of us should be enough to take care of this guy. Everyone else. Sorry for the delay, Kurt. Am I supposed to know you? Because I don't. Not at all. I've largely taken care of him as it is. Gundalf, sure. You sure do work fast, though I'm more surprised to see that obstinate young lady finally came to her senses. What was she... when she was with the Zeiss branch? Yeah. I've always known she was had what it takes to be an excellent bracer. She merely lost sight of something important and needed to be put back on track. Given the opportunity, she was always perfectly capable of doing so. She'll be able to get much stronger than she is now that she's righted herself, I'm sure of it. To be young again. Quit acting like we're not even here. Kill them both. For sure taking their time. How are they doing? Now, there's no need to be so hasty. Capturing her isn't even necessary to the plan as far as I'm concerned. As soon as the noon bell chimes, true as that may be, sure that would invalidate the will and ensure she doesn't get all the money, but it also means you'd have to share it with everyone else. Which means our share will end up going down. I'd kind of like to avoid that if we can. Don't you worry, we got plenty of options. Remember, you're only dealing with a single young girl. What? Uncle? Why? Oh dear, what are you doing here, Aina? I keep telling you how dangerous it is to go venturing outside, and alone at that. You blind old man. She isn't here alone. Oh, I can see you getting in my way. Oh, it's like they don't even care if they kill Aina in the process. That wasn't a very good shot. I take it, marksmanship isn't exactly your forte. Sorry, sir. Sherazard, what is it? Let's just force our way through here. We don't have time to mess around. Got it. It's time to come along home, Aina. Everyone's waiting for you, you know. How many battles do you have to do in this door? Battles here are so boring because I can't even use arts. I just have to spam crafts, which Charizard is not meant to do. I have Sadist Whip now, at least. Which I forgot to set as my S-Break because I'm dumb.
Someone's been naughty.
Get whipped. Bum, 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 bum. The one that's dying, you idiot. Please die. Okay. Yeah, every craft does like the same damage. I need to use this or I lose. Thank you for the crit heal. Oh, I'm gonna die. Heal me. So, like, why exactly can't Shara use arts? Does she not have, like, an orbment or something? Is there a reason I can't use arts? Seems a little weird, but whatever.
Seems you came up short.
Surely bracers have orbments? What's the meaning of this? Like, I mean, Estelle and Joshua had orbments when they were junior bracers. I paid good mirror to hire them, and this is the quality of service I receive. This has to be a breach of contract. Surely this isn't acceptable at all. I can barely bring myself to watch. I think it's time you took a little nap yourself. What are you doing? Is that all you're capable of? Reckless violence? What a poor upbringing you must have had. Uncle. I've got no interest in inheriting grandfather's land or his money. That's not why I've been running away from you or doing any of what I've done. But as much as I don't need it, I know I don't want you to have a single mirror of it either. I'm so sorry. Get wrecked. Damn, that's gonna hurt in the morning. I sometimes really find myself doubting you're actually from a rich family like you say you are. How awful of you to say such a thing. I'd like to believe I act the part more than you, at least. What are you doing? What in Adios' name happened out here? You there? Throw down your weapon at once. I'm from the Bracer Guild. What, the guild? So you are. So what's a Bracer doing here? Her Majesty may recognize the guild, but that doesn't make it alright for you to cause a commotion right outside the castle. I had a reason to believe that these people were responsible for numerous criminal acts within the capital. I knocked them out for the sake of peace and order in Grand Cell and the safety of its people. So could you do me a favor and arrest them? I haven't covered that part yet. Well, very well. Ordinarily, we'd be taking you away with us as well, but I'll let you off this time. Oh, nice. You know what to do, right? Still, while you may have gotten away without punishment this time, don't expect to be so lucky next time you try and overreach your authority. Protecting the capital is our job, and we'll show no mercy to anyone who causes trouble, Bracer or otherwise. Oh, it is? Cool. Can I ask another favor, then? There are a bunch of friends still in the city. You couldn't take care of those, could you? Of course, last I saw, Kurt was with them, so you probably won't have to lift a finger there, either. Aw, you two follow me. I'll never get used to dealing with the army. What? Oh, I was just impressed by how much authority the Bracer badge wields. You were kinda cool. That was the first time I've tried using my badge like that, I'll have you know. Never mind my badge now, we're running out of time, we need to hurry. Right. We finally are here. I can't believe a girl like you could actually keep up with running full throttle. With me running full throttle. Anyway, get the paperwork done quickly. I'll be watching from here. Okay, I'll be as quick as I can. Yeah, her not having an orbiment set up is like the only logical explanation, but why she doesn't have one makes no sense to me. Like, I thought bracers would have orbiment setups, because Joshua and Estelle had orbiment setups when they were junior bracers. I'm really happy for you, Aina. Congratulations. Sherazard? Looks like I need a witness to sign it. A witness? You wouldn't be willing, would you? Sure, if you're okay with me doing it. Of course I am, silly. In fact, I want it to be you. And I'd be happy to. I never thought the day would come when I would be called as a witness for something like this. Or the day would come when I'd be able to proudly say I'm a senior bracer. Or that I would be able to feel overwhelmed with pride over something in the first place. The undersigned Aina Holden shall hereby inherit the prosperity of Saul John Holden as outlined in the last will and testament. Sherazard Harvey, witness. Thanks, Sherazard. It's finally over. That's this request wrapped up, right? Actually, no, there's one more thing I need to do. We're still not done? Could you possibly bring me an application form? I'd like to make a donation to Her Majesty's Welfare Foundation.